A very good morning to everybody. Just waiting for people to get on here. Today, we're going to be beginning with a meditation itself because we've been speaking extensively about the self, about connecting to the self, about being integrated with the self. And the first thing that's so important with that is grounding. For us to be even able to take in that energy, to understand that energy better, we need to release any other hooks we may have, any other energies we may be taking on. That is something that happens day in and day out for us, especially with the people that we love, that we are attached to, that we care for so much. That could be your kids, that could be your spouse, that could be a business partner, that can be anyone at all. When we talk about how our energy is not going in sync, is not going in flow, somewhere where you know all that you got to do, but your mind simply spaces out, it simply blanks out. Or you suddenly feel overwhelmed with a certain emotion, with a certain energy, and you're not quite sure where it comes from, is because we have our own auras, our own space around us. Now when we're interacting with people, that aura, that's ours. But when we are with our near and dear ones, the ones that we deeply are attached to, it could be an energy of joy, an energy of love, an energy of hate, anyone where you have a deep level of emotion, negative or positive. And even more so when it's positive. So it could be your kids who are now extremely busy, who might not now, really care about what or how, but you are deeply, deeply attached to them. It could be a partner where you feel deeply, deeply attached to them. Anyone at all. It could be your parents, anyone at all. And when our energies are deeply attached to anyone, what we do when we're around their spaces, automatically our aura opens up. When you meet a loved one, you want to envelop them, right? Similarly, your aura is also very free around the people that you live with and that you love. The people that you live with, you're interacting every day, so your auras are constantly colliding with one another. Which is why what happens is that when you are around them, so many times you might be in a completely balanced space, in a completely empowered space, having a very good day. Suddenly, your family member walks in and they've had a horrible day. They've not even said anything yet. But when a person walks in, you can sense their energy. Our skin, in fact, is the first receptor of energy. It's the first line of information that we get. When you're feeling cold, when you're feeling scared, before you've even registered you're scared, if you will look, your hair has already risen up. Your skin is that first layer that receives that energy without you even realizing. It's your first line of defense, which is already working. Now, what happens is if you remember any given point in time, your father walks in and they've had an extremely bad meeting or a very bad day, or someone walks in, they're very angry, very sad. Even if they do not say anything, very quickly, like you will look at them and you will automatically, if you were supposing jumping around and doing, somebody walks in really serious, you will automatically tone your energy down to that. It's something that is so automatic within us. You will notice that suddenly the energy of the room within a matter of minutes has become from very lively to very somber, without anyone asking it, saying it, anything, because we receive their energy very, very quickly. We sense it just looking at the person, just being around them, just being on a phone call, anything at all. So what happens sometimes as a result of this is when we are extremely attached to a person, is that when they are going through things as well. Now you here are each making your own journey towards finding yourselves, towards releasing things for yourself, towards finding your own growth, your own internalization. However, when your energies are deeply attached to anyone, what happens as a result of that is that automatically the minute they are in your space, their energies deeply affect you. So if they are going through things, if they are making a journey, if they are going through a struggle physically, emotionally, mentally, on a business sphere, anywhere at all, you might not realize, but suddenly you say, my energy, I was feeling really good. And then suddenly I just started feeling very, very drained. I suddenly just was very confused. I didn't know what was happening. And you're like, I don't know what happened. I was just going about my day. And then suddenly this happened. I was in such a good momentum. And then suddenly I don't know what happened. You might not even have realized that they came into your space and went out. Because you're so used to having them in your space that it doesn't really count. You don't really realize it even as something that shifted in your energy. But we are very, very empathetic people, most of us, which is why even if you're driving in a car, and we've seen this with kids receive so much of it also. And you have a beggar and they've not even come to your car. But there's so many people who would even come in for sessions and say, I just feel like I left the day, I was very ready, I was very in charge, I was very upbeat. But I just feel so sad. Like I looked and then I could just almost take in their sorrow. I wonder what they were going through. So many times, knowingly, unknowingly, we pick up things from our environment that are not ours. Sometimes you're dealing with something together, but a lot of times it has nothing to do with you. It's not your energy. And the minute you at least even know that this is not my energy, you can do something about it. We do this activity with our Rainbow Children class, where we actually, had them just simply bring in one toy the first day that they came, and they were all just supposed to exchange toys. These are 9, 10-year-old kids. We had a 5-year-old in the mix also. They didn't even know how to meditate. And we just said, close your eyes, connect to the toy and see what it has to say to you. Whose toy is it? They got messages of whose toy it was, where it came from, whether it was gifted, whether it was bought. Every single thing, how it was treated. We do this for adults also in the basic class. Now it's been a little tougher to do with online classes. It's a very optional exercise as well. But when we had physical classes, there used to be a day where we used to just tell everyone that simply take any one object of yours and give it to the receptionist in a basket. Just put it there. And then later on in class, we used to have everyone pick out a certain object, close their eyes, connect to that object, and just see the message that they would be getting. They would get messages as to how the object was treated, what was happening in that person's life. That was their owner. All of those things. And every single person would get it. We do that even without connecting them to the theta state. That's because everything that we hold, every object that we hold, everything holds our energy to it. So sometimes they say, do not buy flowers of the street because they've come from the graveyard. So they hold that energy with them. You do not realize when you're transmitting what energy. When you wear someone's clothes, why is it that, big gurus or something, when people line up to meet them, they might do something simple like, make you wear a cloth and you feel so good with it. Wearing, someone's clothes, your ancestors' clothes, they hold their energy. It makes you feel like they're close to you. We always say if you're exchanging objects within people, you're sending clothes to your sister, you share clothes, share jewelry, clear and cleanse the energy and then wear it, because all of these things hold our imprints. And more than anything else, as we operate about our days, and specifically when we are already in a mind state where we are currently making a shift, or where we're flustered, or where we are vulnerable to our energy opening, we keep taking in energy from everyone around us. How much you do it, how often you do it depends on how your aura is, how open, how on an empathetic ground, you might be simply taking in other people's energy. But the minute you realize it's not your own, you understand it's time to give it back at a certain point. So I might borrow clothes from you, but the minute I understand that this is borrowed, I have to return it. If I have borrowed clothes from you, I will not keep it forever and decide that, oh, now if this top is torn, I'm going to have it stitched. Now I'm going to do this to it. Now I'm going to do that to it. Now I'm going to make it better. So I borrow a t-shirt from you and then I go, okay, this is all right. But I, if I added these sleeves, if I do this, if I do that, it could be better. But I understand the fact that this is not mine. So I do not hold the license to go around, modify it, make it better, solve it, so to say. Right? I know that this is this is something I've borrowed, which means I must return it. The same applies for energy as well. When you are taking on another person's energy, whether it's some random person because your just energy centers are open at that point, your aura is open, or it's your loved one. They might be going through a struggle sometimes. They might be going through something really difficult at a given point in time. But it is not in your right to sit and start fixing it in your space. You can hold their hand, you can help them, but you cannot take their problem into your space and decide you want to fix it. It's like me taking on their t-shirt and it is a little tight, but I've decided now to make it so much better by altering it, cutting it from your doing this, doing that. That is not my right to do so. All right. So the minute I've borrowed energy as well, it is absolutely my responsibility to return it back to that person. And if it feels really heavy, to return it to the light. If nothing else, a time we're feeling overwhelmed, simply just clearing, cleansing, wanting to have our energies grounded is something that's our right. How to cleanse the energy from such items. So actually we teach how to do it the Theta way when we're doing it in Theta healing, because energy is very real. It transfers like this. We used to tell people, put an object which is yours, which you're using. Whether even that's a hair clip, if I'm using it every day, that hair clip has my energy. All right. But sometimes people would put a random thing like a 10 rupee note. Now, a 10 rupee note is not the ideal object to put because it's changed so many hands that it has the imprint of everyone on it. But we would still get a message. So we in the class tell them how to clear it in a Theta way, where we're clearing ghost imprints, you're programming, you're, sort of doing all those things. But if you've not learned it, a simple thing you can also do is any objects, we do this for crystals. But if it's physical objects, now clothes and all is different. But in general, if there are things that you've taken from someone, you've bought something secondhand or anything, actually, those things would also require a Theta clearing. But if the object is something that is like a crystal friendly, something that can be done is simply clearing and cleansing something in salt water. Sprinkle that salt water upon it if it's not something you can literally immerse in that and get out. Cleansing it with normal water after that and letting it sit in the sunlight. That's what we generally do for crystals. All right. So let's simply connect and clear our energies today, balance them a little bit, and allow ourselves to be more in sync. Okay. So simply closing your eyes, allowing yourself the permission to surrender, to get on this journey for yourself. Taking in 7 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, gently breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in life force and a connection to yourself, to all your abundant potential, and to who you really are. giving yourself the permission now to make your journey forward a smooth one, a joyous one, a happy one. And allowing yourself now to center your energy in your heart chakra, right where your heart is. Gather your energy here now as you send it down to Mother Earth through your feet. And with your feet firmly planted on the ground, literally or within your imagination, allow fresh, grounded energy from Mother Earth to come up through your feet. This is the energy which teaches you how important it is to be grounded, to be connected to your roots, and to allow your roots to give you the strength to move forward and propel forward, to grow bigger, mightier than you ever might have before. It's only with these strong roots that we can truly allow ourselves to grow in every sphere of our lives. So feeling thankful for this grounding, this allowing this grounding, feeling blessed and safe as you allow yourself to be grounded, allowing that energy into your space, into every aura level of yours. Allowing this fresh, grounded energy up through your feet, all the way up through your body, up and out of your head, out through your crown chakra, into a beautiful board of light. That is your consciousness. Take time to notice what color this is. This is the consciousness that we want to send to the seventh plane, to the energy of unconditional love. Allowing yourself now, allowing the ball of light now to move out of the room that you're in, out of the planet, out through the universe, just going up, 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 through various bright lights, a few dark lights, and more bright lights again. Like a rocket soaring through the sky, passing all those bright lights till you reach a jelly-like substance. This may have all the colors of the rainbow in it. It may have shapes and numbers in it. These are the laws that run the universe. Passing through this jelly-like substance, swimming through it, if you choose. Going through it until you see a beautiful pearly white light in the distance. The white light of the seventh plane of existence, where there's no people, no creatures, simply pure white light of unconditional love. Moving towards that light now, going through a rectangular window as you allow yourself to enter into this beautiful, beautiful pearly white light of the energy that each of us is made from, of the creator of all that is, of the seventh plane. Let this ball of light that you've taken up become one here in this pearly iridescent white light. Feeling one with this light, knowing that this light has the power to completely heal you, rejuvenate you, clear of any negative energy. And within this white light, asking the Creator Creator of all that is, it is commanded to help me feel grounded, to align me, to release any psychic hooks, any psychic attacks, any energies of others that I may be carrying that serve me no more. That those be cleared and cleansed and sent to the light or sent to back to that respective person if the need be. After being cleared and cleansed, the creator of all that is light. And that I get back my energies after being cleared and cleansed in the creator of all that is pure white light. And that I may feel integrated and whole with the same for my highest and best and in my highest and best manner. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Creator, show me. And as you say so, simply feel yourself spinning, 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 spinning anti-clockwise within that light. Any negative energies, any energies that serve you no more, any hooks, any imprints that you've taken on, any soul fragments that you've been holding on to for way too long. Simply clearing and cleansing, 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 clearing and cleansing. And that white light. The Creator knows what to do with these energies and where they need to go. So many simply get dissolved and diffused in the Creator's light. In this beautiful white light, anything that touches it, anything that goes any direction from you at all, is automatically purified, cleared, cleansed, balanced, and neutralized before it returns where it may. And as you receive your energies back, any fragments you may have given away in the course of a physical relationship, in the course of a heated argument, in the course of that attached relationship that you may have, that you are ready to reclaim those now as you get them back cleared and cleansed in the Creator's light. As soon as the spinning anti-clockwise stops, automatically you will feel your energy spinning clockwise. And each of these little fragments of energy realigning with you so smoothly, so synchronistically, so beautifully. Take your time to notice this process, to allow yourself to receive back your energies and to give away those energies that serve you no more. You've given away those energies that serve you no more. Clear and cleanse that space, and having your energies returned feels so beautiful, so holistic. I'll give you a minute to enjoy that process. You may not be knowing what's happening, but the Creator of all that is from the seventh plane knows exactly what's happening. So surrender to the universe and allow it to work its magic. And now, as you reclaim your energies, as you allow yourself to be wholly and completely connected to all those little parts that are yours, allow yourself the download of knowing what it feels like, knowing the Creator of all that is His definition and perspective of wholeness, of completion, to know what it feels like, how to, when to, and that it is safe and possible for me to feel the energy of wholeness, joy, and completion And to know that it is safe for me to feel these feelings with my own energies, to know that I am whole and complete by myself, and that it is safe and possible for me to live my daily life knowing that I am whole, I am complete, and that it is safe and possible for me to invite meaningful, joyous, happy relationships of every sort within my life while being whole and complete as well. That the people that enter my life now and the dynamics that shift within my life now are also beautiful, because all they do is enhance that completion and show us how it feels to have two complete people be in alignment with one another, that it is safe for me to feel complete, be complete, and that I know and understand the creator of all that is his definition and perspective of grounding, that I know what it feels like, how to, when to, and that it is safe and possible for me to be grounded, to feel grounded, to allow Mother Earth to fuel my growth, to allow my roots to strengthen me even further, to feel nourished, to feel nurtured, to feel joyous, and to know the strength that my roots have, to know the strength that my own energy holds, and to know that that is enough, that that is plenty for me to make my journey forward. And that I choose to make my journey forward a beautiful one, releasing any need for vulnerable moments and being instead in clarity, in alignment with my true self, with my true potential, being able to operate in all my thoughts, words, actions with this alignment within myself, this alignment with my higher self, this alignment with my true soul energy, this alignment with my highest potential, that I allow myself now to operate in my relationships, in my work, and all spheres of my life with this balanced emotional empowerment, that I choose to move forward with this energy now, and that it is here to stay. That I know what it feels like to enjoy life, to enjoy the pleasures of life, to enjoy the intricate moments of life, to enjoy all emotions within life, while still choosing and prioritizing balance within myself and trusting myself for this process. That I feel whole now, I feel joy now. Would you like these downloads into every cell, atom, molecule of your body, every area of your life, at all four levels of your belief system, and in any and every language you may have ever known or understood, for your highest and best and in your highest and best manner? Say yes to receive the download. To know how to operate without guilt and operate now with putting your best foot forward in complete integration, complete alignment, and with complete clarity that it is safe for you now. And sending lots and lots of healing, unconditional love and light to each person here, saying yes, receiving that energy now. Visualize as you feel the beautiful pearly white light heal you, integrate you, permeate within every cell of your being. Making you feel tingly, warm, joyous, happy. Knowing that it is absolutely safe for you to stay aligned in your own energies and to still be empathetic. Feeling grounded, balanced, integrated. Bringing your energies back, sending them back into Mother Earth through your feet. Bringing fresh, grounded energy through your feet from Mother Earth. Letting it go all the way up through your body till you reach your crown chakra and feeling energized, balanced, grounded, integrated, knowing the creator of all that is has supervised this whole process. In this energy of integration, in this energy of balance, and in this energy of the self, simply open your eyes. All right. So, you guys, empathy is very different from sympathy. Empathy is where you understand a person's situation, you can feel for them, you can understand without you having to take on that emotion up to yourself. When we operate from an empathetic point of view, we can actually operate a lot better. We can actually help a person out within that situation. So many of us, when we're attached to a person, we feel the need to take on their pain, to take on their journey, to take on their sufferings. And we do it at a level conscious or subconscious, intentional or unintentional, taking on their pain physically or emotionally. And now what that does is it has two people who are in pain, two people who are disoriented, and two people who are now looking for a solution. But instead, if we are at a point of empathy, we can understand, okay, if they're holding their tummy this way, maybe it's hurting them like this. We can understand that and think of a solution and have all our energies intact to help them. When your energies are intact, when you're not taking on their pain, I can understand, I can empathize with a person who's at a difficulty. But there's no need for me to take that energy onto myself. Because when I do, I'm in that space as well. Instead, when I'm empathizing, I have my energies aligned. So even if they are disoriented, I am oriented. So which means I can quickly go and find a solution, quickly run around and do what needs to be done. It's like a person who sees another person faint and goes like, oh my God, I couldn't take it, so I fainted also. Now we have two people who fainted and nobody to help. But if they are balanced, it doesn't mean they love them any less. Sometimes we take it as an equivalent for how much we love the other person, or how well we know them, or how attached we are to them. And it's almost a badge of honor that, oh, yeah, they were feeling this pain and I could feel it too. Even my heart started palpitating, even my, tummy started rumbling. It's not a badge of honor, you guys. The minute we do that, we disorient ourselves. Instead, when we are like, okay, like, they were in this space, I'm completely empowered, let me go fix this. They're going to feel better, you're going to feel better. So please, let's empathize, not sympathize. Let's realize when suddenly our energy shifts that might not be our energy, that we may be taking on to another person's energy. The minute you feel that, you feel suddenly what happened. Take a minute to ground and center and be like, okay, what happened? If you realize that it is not a, oh my God, your energies you sent it to me. Don't struggle. Don't do a give back and forth. Simply ask the creator to send it to that white light. Open your hands, let it go to the white light and just go, okay, I'm grounded. Close your eyes for a minute. Feel that grounded energy coming up through your feet. Do this energy break that you know how to do and feel centered in your space. Simply doing that also, yes, even simply zipping up your aura. Never do it this way because you're closing it. Simply doing this helps you feel balanced. When you go around people who aggravate you a lot also, you're calm, you're centered, you're going for a divorce settlement, you're going for a court case, you're going to your in-laws house, you're going for a business meeting with a person who wants to take over or whatever it is. I'm giving you extreme situations to understand it with more clarity. You've gone in completely knowing what you want out of this meeting balance. Now you enter this space, right? And you have so much give and take that's been happening with these people. Well, like I told you, have very deep emotions towards these people. So sometimes it's deep love. You truly, truly love that person. So you love your kid so much that the minute they're in pain, you're in pain too. Helps? No. But they're in pain, you're in pain. You sympathize, you empathize, whatever it is. Now, so as far as love goes, we can allow it to derail us in this manner when we take on their energies. Even if it is anger, if it is hatred, right? So a person that's going in for that divorce settlement, that's going in for that aggressive meet, that's going in for a court case, They've spent so much time brewing over what this person did to them. They have so much resentment, so much anger, so much hatred, so much fear sometimes, that the minute they've gone and all come, the minute they go in, the energies simply feel overwhelmed by the energies of everyone there. So suddenly now, they've gone and they're losing their calm, and then people are saying, see, this is the problem with them. They keep losing their calm. They don't know what came over them, but in that moment, they had to react. And we lose our power when we react. When we interact, the power is very much within us. When I'm listening patiently, I hold the power. The minute I go like, yes, but this. In that moment of impulse, you might be losing a lot of your serenity, your power, your balance. Because our souls are all these balanced, beautiful souls that are there. So empathy, not sympathy. See if you can do something as simple as simply an energy, because simply when you enter that room, zipping up your aura. So it's not open, vulnerable, taking on all these things. All right. And any day that you feel very, very overwhelmed, you just come in again. You can do this meditation also. Okay. So stay empowered, empathize, do not sympathize. We're also, you guys, I forgot to make this announcement yesterday, so I'm making it today. We're going to have the whole year schedule. There were a lot of you asking about the balanced emotional empowerment class, the B class, the B technique that we do. We're going to have a batch running in February, starting the 1st of February, and we're going to have the calendar for the full year coming out. So anyone that needs that can get in touch with our clinic number and they'll help you with that as well. All right. Until then, see you tomorrow and have a superb day, guys.